The tobacco industry is continuously coming up with the single motive, that is to catch them young. They are basically trying to catch the children so that they can catch their prospective users at a very young age. I'll be discussing about the Conrad Challenge. Conrad Challenge is basically named after an astronaut, Pete Conrad. It's the competition that actually allows children between the age group of 13 to 18 years. The competition claims that it gives the chance to become an entrepreneur, to innovate, and use science and technology to solve problems of global impact. In 2019 and 2020, the Conrad Challenge actually started having two categories, which were actually sponsored by the Foundation for Smoke Free World. That is actually a sponsorship by the Philip Morris International. The two categories were eliminating and reducing teen vaping, and the second category was Smoke Free World, repurposed farmland and tobacco crop. The challenge, while during the challenge, the Philip Morris branding was visible everywhere. The foundation for, as you can see in the slide, the foundation for a smoke-free world catalog was available everywhere during, whether it was on the website or it was during the prize distribution ceremony of the competition. The jury members were basically the representatives from the foundation of smoke-free world. They closely interacted with the students during the competition and offered them career and counseling advices and even internships. These are some of the inventions which are done by the students of the winning teams. Then there's a tobacco oats, that is basically the students were, what they had innovated was they were inducing the products that were induced from the chemical properties of tobacco and making oats out of it. Then there's the Golden Harvest Company initiative, in which the plant-based organic bandage was invented, like it was discovered using tobacco plant. So what were the prizes and the winners, what they were getting out of it was a total all paid trip to Washington DC. Then the competition also had certain registration fees. Since the students were not able to pay the registration fee, the organizer waived a registration fee of 300 rupees, $300 per student. There were also lucrative scholarships to the US colleges and opportunities to meet the members of the SMFW. Then there's another challenge that was quite popular in India. It is the Spell-B challenge. The challenge in India was hosted by the RTC company Classmate branch. Classmate basically is a stationary brand of ITC, the Indian Tobacco Company. The competition claims itself to be the largest spelling competition in India. It basically invites children between the age group of 10 to 16 years from various schools in India. The competition receives wide publicity in social media and also on YouTube channels. The finale of the competition is hosted by Soha Ali Khan, who is a veteran actor, and her brother is accused of being a heavy smoker and also promoting smoking during his film Go Goa Gone. As told, this is the ITC brand. As you can see in the logo, they have a separate logo for the Classmate, that is the stationery brand, and for the other products they have this ITC logo. The competition was also hosted in collaboration with the Radio Mirchi, that is a leading radio channel in India, and also the Entertainment Network India Private Limited, that is a subsidiary of the Times Group, that's a leading newspaper group in India. The prizes given to the winners of the Classmates Spell-B include the trip to White House. They were featured on TV and the YouTube channels, and they also received cash prizes. These are the pictures that were clicked during the Classmate Challenge. Now, the biggest impact is the image promotion of the tobacco manufacturing company among the youth during the competition. The image promotion of the tobacco manufacturing not only among the youth, but the parents, teachers, and other people in general. It is also a violation of Article 13 of FCT. When these competitions were going on in India, the competitions were vehemently criticized by the civil society members, NGOs, and individual right activists. Also, the media came to support of it. There was an article that specifically referred to the Conrad Challenge, and it highlighted the various schools from India that participated in it. The civil society members came forward and wrote letters to the government officials to come up and help them support against these challenges, the SPELB particularly. As a result, many schools backed up from this challenge, and people came to know that it is a challenge that is sponsored by the ITC, that is the Indian Tobacco Company.
Yeah.
I believe that together we can give our children a tobacco-free world. Initiatives by the NGOs, the civil society members, and the individual right activists can do a lot to stop these competitions. Thank you.